Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for tuning in. This is clearly stated here with Vibrating Minds. I want to have a conversation, which pretty much goes with the other videos that I've done earlier today regarding the white man's colonial mindset and their attitude towards immigration and immigrants coming into their colonial white lands and their attitude that they have. You go globally, there are people from the globe that want to come into our colonial, apparently milk and honey lands of democracy and great life, because that's what we want them to believe that we're living, right? We're all rich. We all have great lives. We all have beautiful homes, beautiful families. That's what we're all living. We're living the white man's colonial lifestyle here in our democratic white man land, right? So we want to attract the immigrants here. Why? Because as we are in our colonial land, we will not have more than a few children. And we need more than a few children to keep our lands functioning generation after generation. So the only way to do that is to bring in immigrants from other lands. We bring them in with the milk and honey attitude. You come in, you can have, all the beautiful things that these white people have in their democratic society. And you bring them here. They come across oceans, mountains, seas, to the promised land. And when they arrive, they have the exact colonial white man attitude as soon as they arrive. White man attitude is, oh, these fucking immigrants coming in, taking over our jobs, taking over our land, taking over our culture, making us throw away our tradition. Shut the fuck up, honestly. The immigrants coming into your land are taking the jobs that you, as an egotistical white man, feel you're too good for. That job as a cleaner in the store or in the school or on government property, the kitchen helper, the farm worker. And then you have the other immigrants that come in with tons and tons of money, and then they buy up our gas stations, our donut shops. They start driving our cabs. Why? Why are they? Because those are all the jobs that you colonial white people don't feel that you are, you're too good to do this work. So you bring in the immigrants under false pretenses and throw them into all these jobs. And why are they in those jobs? Because they don't speak the language. But they can clean your floors and your toilets. No problem with that. See that beautiful colonial mindset? No, but seriously, right? These are the people that you sit and complain are taking your jobs. You see how two-faced and double standard the colonial mindset is. You laugh at their accents or their inability to speak your language. Yet, they probably speak more than one language, probably two, possibly three. How many languages do you speak in your colonial brain? Thank you. I spent my life listening to the colonial mindset, racist attitudes towards immigrants. Spent my life listening to it, the white man attitude. I don't want to hear about immigrants. I am grateful that the immigrants come into our country and do the jobs that we do not feel we're good enough to do. But let me just say this, okay? Next time you're at Tim Hortons or at a gas station and there is an immigrant behind the counter, you might want to say, thanks, man. Have a good day. Immigration is not the problem. Colonial mindset is. And that goes for everything that is happening right now on the North American continent, as well as the Middle Eastern continent. And you know what? To be honest, let's just put the whole globe in there, okay? Because this colonial mindset is global. East, west, north, and south. So if anything, today, put your colonial mindset aside and thank an immigrant for doing a job that you won't do. Take care. Have a good day.